Hello, my wonderful viewers. Hope you all are doing well. This is Suchitra, your friend, facilitator, and guide from A to Z English Medium. The topic I have taken in this presentation is not restricted to any class, curriculum, or age group. It is worth to watch by everyone because it talks about the existence of the human race on Earth. In the rat race of survival of the fittest, man has been exploiting the nature, the environment, by his various activities. But while competing with the other species to prove his superiority, he has forgotten that nature is his own life support, which he is destroying day by day. The situation in the present scenario is so alarming that in the coming some 1,000 years, whether human species will exist on this earth or not is a big question. The lesson we are going to study today is an eye-opener, a reminder to the youth, or rather to everyone, about the current situation of global warming and its upcoming highly destructive consequences. We will read the third chapter of 12th class supplementary book Vistas. It is a travelogue whose title is Journey to the End of the Earth and its author is Tishani Doshi. This extract is a perfect blend of past, present and future in the context of global warming. Let's have a brief about the author and the setting or background of the chapter. Born on 9th December 1975 in Madras, India, this 45-year-old woman is a dynamic and versatile personality. She is a poet, journalist, and dancer and has received much fame and acknowledgement on national and international platforms. Her quest to hunt and explore new places gave her the opportunity to become a part of a Students on Ice trip to Antarctica, one of the ends of the earth. Now, what this Student on Ice program is, that is also very interesting. Founded in 2000 by a Canadian explorer and educator, Geoff Green, Students on Ice is a charitable organization that leads educational expeditions to the rare ends of the earth, Arctic and Antarctica, for international high school and university students. Its aim is to foster new understanding of the global environment to the youth who will be the upcoming educators, scientists and policymakers, so that they must do something to stop its spread further and thus may save the earth and may ensure the existence of human beings also. Now let us understand the context of the lesson. Tishani says that she boarded a large research ship named Academic Shukalsky to travel to Antarctica. Antarctica, which is the 5th largest continent and spreads on more than 14 million square kilometers of the earth, holds 90% of world's ice and is the coldest, driest and windiest place. But it was not an easy journey as she had to cross 9 time zones, 6 checkposts, 3 water bodies and several ecospheres by various modes of transport like car, plane and ship to reach there. But once she landed there, the endless spread of white sheet of ice and the mesmerizing blue horizon captivated her and she forgot all the tiredness of her journey. She recalls the past of these continents. Now here past means millions of years ago, when there was only one supercontinent named Pangaea, which later separated into two called Laurasia and Gondwana land. The author here wonders that once upon a time, India and Antarctica were the part of the same continent, the Gondwana land. The extinction of dinosaurs and the evolution of mammals brought drastic geographical changes, and the separation of 7 continents was one of the biggest changes. She imagines these continents jostling with each other, pushing each other aside and making room for themselves on this earth. And then, when human civilization came into existence, man divided these continents into countries and its subparts, and we got the geographical structure of the modern globe. Then Tishani talks about the human impact, or the impact of human activities on earth, and says that it's been around 12,000 years that human civilizations have come into existence. And if we compare this time period with that of the origin of the earth, it seems to be just a few seconds. But the level of destruction man has caused to nature in this time period is really shocking and unbelievable. She says that global warming is one of the most burning topics of discussion and debate amongst the environmentalists, scientists, social activists, reformers, etc. The questions like, will the West Antarctic sheet melt entirely? Will the Gulf Stream ocean current be disrupted? Will it be the end of the earth, etc. are widely discussed questions on global platform. Considering this scenario, Tishani calls Antarctica a pristine or pure place, as it is still untouched by the cruelty of human civilization and exploitation. And that is why the future generation scientists, educators, reformers and policymakers are brought here so that they can see, observe, understand, learn, and most importantly, act. Act to stop further exploitation of nature, act to save the earth, act to ensure the existence of human life. Thus, this trip to Antarctica gives the author a threatening alarm that global warming is actually real. Who knows if Antarctica will be warm again, and even if it does, will we be alive to see that? The motive of including this chapter in the syllabus is, of course, to warn the young generation of this threatening situation so that you also come into action and do something protective and preventive to leave this planet Earth as a beautiful, peaceful, safe and healthy place to survive for your upcoming generations. With the hope that this presentation must have triggered you to do something good for the nature, the environment, and actually for yourself, I conclude my video. Please quickly subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done it, and thank you for watching my video. Take care.